Hi, friends. Today I wanted to talk about the difference in values regarding validation within a conversation in Japanese and Western cultures. And I noticed this difference because of my own personal conversations I was having with my coworkers here in Japan. But I noticed that many times I would state an opinion, and sometimes the conversation would end without me ever hearing everyone else's opinion on the topic. And it got me thinking because, well, firstly, having grown up in the US, I feel that I definitely have more Western tendencies and behaviors and values, but even now, I remember in the beginning, I always felt this urgency of needing to state an opinion in any conversation with friends or other people to be validated as a participant. And if I didn't give any statement or facts, not even of my own opinion, but if I couldn't even bring some outside information to add to the conversation, I felt almost invalidated, and and so I did think that that's where part of my urgency to need to have an opinion came about when having conversations. And I think that in general, that's a very Western tendency, even looking at social media or even when I'm having conversations with my American friends. But what I've noticed in Japan, in conversations, even which I'm not part of, is that the prioritization seem to be elsewhere. And people seem to feel validated in a conversation, not always from holding an opinion, but by being able to create balance and harmony in a group conversation. And what was important there was how can you maintain a conversation with others without making others feel uncomfortable or without saying anything too strong that would invalidate others or make it difficult for others to uh, join and continue the conversation. And if you were able to kind of maneuver and help balance the conversation together, that was what validated you. Uh, and and as a participant of the conversation. And so it's this like almost team effort of all the participants harmonizing and balancing without hurting anything or anyone, which uh, yeah, validates each individual, each participant, and listening into it and sometimes trying to participate in a conversation like that. I found it very beautiful and different way of holding a conversation. It's the priorities different, and there's a lot that I can learn from it. But it could also be very relaxing and freeing sometimes, but also strenuous if you don't know the necessary nuances, or if you don't have any much experience with it, it could be difficult. And so I think a lot of it has to do with context, and you kind of need the context and experience to be able to better participate in, enjoy, or appreciate that sort of conversation. And I think that's a huge difference too. So to be validated, you need to be kind of you need to you need to show skill or stand out. And so it takes skill or work to and experience to be able to hold an opinion, to find and maintain facts that you could bring that relates to the topic and adds onto the topic. So in that sense, that kind of skill and experience helps validate you in Western conversations. Versus in Japan, it's kind of, it takes skill, I guess, and a lot of conversational experience, reading the air, to be able to help support this harmonized conversation, which then validates you if you're able to help with that. And so I think in either case, to have higher validation, whatever that means, it does take effort and skill and experience for either case, but it's different, and I think it's cool, and I really like it, and I'll definitely look into it more and try to learn from it more. But I thought I'd share this finding that I had. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys up again another time. Ciao.